I'm Chris from Play Comics, a show where we look at video games based on comic properties and how well they stick to that source material, a part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other astonishingly geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Welcome to Hot Hero Summer, brought to you by Smoking and Drinking in Space and Smoking and Drinking in Capes.
We will be simulcasting weekly straight to your ear holes all summer long, so you can catch all the Heroes episodes on either feed thanks to the miracles of black magic and, my favorite, time travel.
Finally found it. That's it. These 4 simple genes, they answer everything. I can make a new list. I can find them, save them.
And what about me? Don't I deserve to be saved? Aren't I just a victim too? I didn't ask for this.
And what would you have me do?
Help find a way. Give me salvation. Give me your damn list so I can sink my teeth in! I'm a natural progression of the species. Evolution is a part of nature, and nature kills. Simple, right?
What you've done is not evolution, it's murder. What I am doing is revenge. Now I can fulfill my duty as a son.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. This week, we continue our coverage of the show that asks, what if you were running a marathon and casually jogged the first part looking around and enjoying the scenery, but then wanted to win the whole thing, so started sprinting like a wild animal toward the finish line, starring the caveman from the Geico commercials, Fire, and Mr. Muggles. It's Season 1, Episodes 13 to 18 of Heroes. But first, he's the corrupt Nevada Gaming Commission officer who wants his cut because M-O-O-N spells moon. It's Rob. How you doing, Rob?
Dude, I love my pink baggie.
Anything happening this week?
What week is this?
I don't remember.
No.
Okay, good.
It's summer.
It is summer.
In March.
Shh.
Have I told you that I miss our normal pod crawl lady?
Do you? Why?
Well, this new pod crawl dude.
Uh-huh.
He was on crack.
How so?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just get the pain over with?
Is that what we're doing next?
Let's do a pod crawl.
All right. There it goes down there. Hit that, and you should see it.
There it is. Hey, looky there.
It is. It's a novel.
God. Yeah, it is. Jeez.
Do you want me to pare it down a little bit?
No. If this is what he wrote, then
this is what he wrote.
Oh, God.
He got a little surly towards the end.
Jeez. All right.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Well, here we go. So episode 13. In Season 1, Episode 13 of Heroes, titled The Fix, several characters continue to struggle with their newfound abilities while others seek to exploit them. Claire Bennett confronts her biological mother, Meredith Gordon, who abandoned her as a child. Meredith, now a struggling alcoholic, is revealed to have pyrokinetic abilities, which she uses to make a living as a sideshow performer. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Claire's initially hesitant to embrace her abilities, but eventually agrees to help her mother control hers. What?
Yeah, I told you.
I still don't think he's watching the show.
I really don't. Oh, yeah.
Elsewhere,
It'll be confirmed later.
Elsewhere, Peter Petrelli continues to struggle with controlling his ability to absorb other people's powers. He seeks out the help of his friend Isaac Mendez, who uses his precognitive abilities to paint a series of images that Peter believes will help him stop a catastrophic event. Finally, Siler, the show's primary antagonist, is revealed to be holed up in a seedy motel, struggling with his inner demons and his own insecurities. What? Mm-hmm. His desire to be special and his fear of rejection drive him to continue hunting and killing other evolved humans to take their powers. The Fix serves as a character-driven episode that explores the complexities and challenges of having special abilities. It also sets the stage for the show's larger narrative by introducing new plot threads and further fleshing out its diverse cast of characters. Wow. It's getting really wordy. All right, episode 14 in season 1, episode 14 of the television show Heroes, titled Distractions. The plot revolves around several characters as they deal with the aftermath of the previous episode's events. Mohinder Suresh discovers that his father's research may have been stolen by someone he trusts, and he goes to confront that person. Who was that person?
I don't know.
Yeah, neither do I. Meanwhile, Isaac Mendez continues to struggle with his addiction to heroin. Wait, he was done with heroin by this point. And attempts to paint new future without drugs. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Hero and his friend Ando travel to Las Vegas to find a sword that Hero believes will help him in his quest to save the world. While there, they encounter a woman named Hope who offers to help them, but her true intentions are unclear. Well, for just a little bit. Elsewhere, Peter Petrelli continues to have visions of the future which lead him to believe that he has a greater purpose. As the episode progresses, the various storylines begin to intertwine, leading to a dramatic conclusion in which several characters' lives are put in danger. Ultimately, the episode ends with a cliffhanger that leaves viewers wondering what will happen next. I think every episode ends like that.
It does, and I think he says that on every synopsis.
Episode 15. In episode 15, the heroes are all on the move and trying to outrun their problems. That's what? Matt Parkman is on the run from the police, but he's more worried about his dad's terrible cooking than getting caught. What? Where is he getting this?
I told you, it gets off the rails really quickly at the end.
Hero and Ando are running around Las Vegas trying to find a sword, but they keep getting sidetracked by slot machines and showgirls. Nathan Petrelli is running for office, but he's also running late to pick up some dry cleaning. Claire Bennett is running away from her problems by digging into her family history, but she's not prepared for the shocking revelation that her real parents are aliens. Dun, dun, dun! As the episode progresses, the heroes start to realize that running isn't going to solve their problems. They need to face their challenges head on, whether that means confronting their past, standing up to their enemies, or just learning how to cook a decent meal. In the end, they all come together to face a new threat and save the day, but not before a hilarious chase scene involving a stolen golf cart and a herd of llamas. What the hell?
I don't know. It was so out there that I'm like, screw it. I'm putting it in.
The episode ends on a comedic note, with the heroes enjoying a well-deserved victory and a good laugh at their own expense. Oh my God. Episode 16 is, wow, this one's much shorter. Bennett and the Haitian pursue Peter and leave a gun with Isaac. Claude leaves Peter because he does not want to become involved with Bennett again. Ted and Parkman agree to get answers from Bennett. Peter confronts Isaac about his betrayal, and Simone is accidentally shot and killed. That was short and to the point.
Well, that's because I copied this one straight from Wikipedia because our dude insisted that, let's see, Hero and Ando were in feudal Japan. Nathan kills Peter Petrelli, and Claire Bennett exploded. It didn't matter how many times I asked him. I even told the dude, nope, that was wrong. And he goes, no, let me try again. And it was the same stuff.
Episode 17, Season 1, Episode 17 of Heroes is titled Company Man. In this episode, the focus is on the mysterious Mr. Bennett, Claire's adoptive father. It is revealed that Mr. Bennett works for a secretive organization known as, quote-unquote, the Company, that is dedicated to tracking down and studying individuals with special abilities. Flashbacks show Mr. Bennett's past, including his recruitment into the Company and his early efforts to conceal his daughter's ability to heal. In the present, Mr. Bennett is tasked with capturing the dangerous and elusive Sylar, who has been targeting other people with abilities. Meanwhile, Matt Parkman,
okay.
and Ted Sprague are on the run from the Company after Ted's explosive abilities are discovered. The episode culminates in a tense showdown between Mr. Bennett, Ted, Matt Parkman, and the Bennett family home. Episode 18 as an AI... What the fuck?
Read it. This is what it gave me.
You have to ask it all over again. Episode 18, Heroes
It gave it to me twice.
is a science fiction drama television series that aired from 2006 to 2010.
You skipped a paragraph. You got to read that first paragraph.
That's going to reveal too much.
Oh, okay.
I mean...
Yeah.
So episode 18, he just gave up. He just said, fuck it.
He said,
I haven't watched an episode yet. I'm not going to summarize this one.
Basically, he said that he literally says he doesn't have access to the video content. So he's like, I didn't watch that. Dude, you are making me do 6 episodes like in a week. This is hard.
It is hard.
And he gave up. Lazy ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It did that to me twice, and I'm like, all right, fine. You insist on it. You insist on writing that. I'm going to do it.
All right. Well, season 1, episodes 13 through 18.
17 really, because we don't know what happened in 18.
Well, I mean, we watched 18.
We did.
Apparently, our ghostwriter does not know what happened in 18.
18 was actually a pretty decent one.
It was a good episode. It was pretty pivotal. Yeah. I mean, these last probably 3 to 4 episodes, I mean, everything, shit's hitting the fan.
Dude, I am looking forward to the next week because I'm hosting and there's actually content to talk about. The last 6 or 5 are just freaking balls to the wall.
Yeah.
And I will admit, very slow burn, but it is picking up, and it's answering questions. It's also by answering questions, putting in more questions for a season 2 payoff.
Yeah,
but
it's introducing new characters. I mean, we had enough characters before.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, I want to say it is introducing new characters.
We have 3 new characters that I can think of off the top of my head, and I think there's more than that.
Okay, what are those 3?
There's Radio Wave Girl.
Okay, never see her after basically that episode.
Well, so far.
Oh no! Well, I'm sorry. I've already gone ahead. You see her one other time.
Okay. We have Invisible Guy.
And she is apparently one of those characters that was in the comic books.
She was introduced in the comic before she came onto the show.
Right, yeah.
We have Invisible Guy, Claude.
Yeah, and we do, we don't see much of him after this.
That's because he's invisible.
Well, that's true. But, I mean, we do see him... we did get enough. He was good as a backstory for Company Man epised for 17.
And he kind of helped Peter figure out how to control his powers somewhat.
Right. Yep. So new character, but not necessarily like hit it and quit it.
Right. And then we've got Shapeshifter Girl or Illusion Girl, I guess you can call her. Yeah.
I will admit that one is kind of left field in that. Yeah,
she just comes out of nowhere.
Just comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah.
She's just there. One episode.
Just yeah. Well, because the Haitian goes on the run, right? So
Yeah. We also
Bennett
have
needs a new partner.
yeah. We also have Eric Roberts' character.
Yeah.
Bennett's boss.
Bennett's boss. Which never mind. No, it hasn't happened yet, has it?
Yeah. No. Don't give it away.
Nope, hadn't happened yet. But he's not around for very long. You know, they're introducing characters, and then either they go about their merry way, or they write them off, or you just never see them again.
Right.
It's instead of villain of the week or whatever, it's just hero of the week.
Character of the week.
Yeah. So, but it is moving. It is not that slow. We're going in circles and ending up right back where we started 2 episodes ago, sort of pace. It's actually moving forward.
Yeah, I was thinking about this whenever I was watching the episodes. I don't remember a lot of this. It's been that long since I've seen this.
Yeah, I remember bits and pieces.
Right.
But yeah, I don't remember some of it happening.
We finally get to see Mr. Linderman. And I totally forgot that Malcolm McDowell
was in it. Yeah.
I totally forgot Malcolm McDowell played Linderman.
Yeah, I remembered that. I forgot that Linderman was this early. In my head, Linderman was a season 2. I didn't remember that he was still around. And actually, who I was actually thinking of was he played on Alias. It's Monroe, Adam Monroe in the Heroes thing.
I don't know. I never watched Alias, so.
Alias. He's a British guy, white hair. He has bleach blonde hair. He was also in oh man, I don't know. I'd have to look him up. I don't know
blonde hair. British guy.
Hair. Yeah, he was a British guy. I'm looking. What's his name? David Anders.
Oh, I'm not familiar with him.
He was also in, he played Sark, Julian Sark.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also in iZombie. Recently, that's his most recent thing. But yeah, he's
he didn't used to have white hair.
No, but in I want to say in Alias, it was like kind of bleached. In that one, I want to say. I could be wrong. I might be.
And he's not British. He was born in Oregon.
Oh, that's true. But but he plays British actors or British characters quite frequently. So I always thought he was Brit. I just read that. I was like, oh, he was born in Oregon. I always thought that he was British. I always thought he was a British actor because he always had a British accent. I mean,
he is acting. He's an actor.
He's typecasted as a British intelligence, as a Brit all the time. You know, it's just. Yeah,
maybe that's his specialty. I don't know.
Maybe that is his specialty, like you know, those Shakespearean actors, you know, type of deal. Anyway, yeah. So I was thinking that he was in this season at the towards the end. Spoiler: he's not. He's a season 2 guy. So you know, I'm getting my seasons kind of, or the events of the seasons kind of mixed up.
Yeah.
The only thing I can tell you for a fact is that season 4 was the whole like carny carnival
Right.
freak show group.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. And it was, yeah. And it was very weak ish.
Yep.
So
No, it wasn't weak-ish. It was weak.
It was weak. Yeah. I couldn't tell you for the life of me what season 3 was all about. Honestly, I can't tell you what season 2 is all about.
Season 3 was split
Villains
into
and
2
Fugitives.
different
Right.
chapters. Yeah.
Right. But they were like so disjointed then that I couldn't keep up. So anyway, we're not talking about season 3 yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. Oh my God, we're getting there.
Yeah. So we find out that like people are connected all over the place. You got Claire is biological father is Nathan Petrelli.
Yep. And
So
she's already
that's-
met her uncle, and neither one of them realized.
Right. Met her uncle, didn't realize it. So apparently, the evolved people or the people with this gene, you naturally pass that gene on to your kid because it looks like your offspring have abilities as well.
Or at least the opportunity to have abilities or the chance.
I mean, right now we're 2 for 2.
Who's the
you
second?
have-
Claire's the first.
Claire's the first, and then you got Micah.
Oh, Micah, that's right. Well, and really we're 4 for 4, right?
4 for 4.
Although we
Okay.
don't know it yet.
Oh, you talking with Petrelli mom?
Yep. Well, Petrelli
Okay.
mom and Petrelli dad.
Petrelli dad, yeah, which we don't know anything about Petrelli dad yet. He's a season 2 kind of guy.
And we don't know anything about Petrelli mom yet either.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
We will.
not yet. We will.
A little bit. There'll be an inkling. Well, no, we do know. No, we don't.
No, not yet.
Do we know she's part of the company?
We suspect at this point she's part of the company.
Yeah, and so is Hero's dad.
Oh, yeah. We know that for a fact because he
We
was
know
there
that
in
for a
that
fact.
flashback. Yeah.
Right.
Hero
right.
was there. I'm surprised he doesn't remember any of that.
See, I think Hero just doesn't. I don't think he really. He was young enough that he really didn't retain that. He didn't care.
Right.
He was just
Yeah, he was
hanging out
pretty
with
young.
Dad. Yeah. Yeah, he's just hanging out with
And
Dad.
he probably didn't really know English at that point either.
True.
Because, I mean, his English
But
was
they were
pretty rough
speaking.
at the beginning of this season.
They were speaking Japanese during that whole thing.
Well, that's true.
So I don't know. I was waiting. I was waiting for Takai to say "Oh my," but he never did.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. So, so I forgot that Takai was in this season.
You did? I mean, he
I
was...
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
I
Didn't we mention him on the last episode? Because he came in... Or no.
he comes in these 6 where
That's right.
Dad picks him up
Yeah.
and to stop when he's in Vegas, picks him up in Vegas and says, "Stop your nonsense. You need to."
No. He picks them up when they're in New York.
Or New York, yeah. Stop your nonsense. You need to come back. And then Hero convinces him that his sister was better
Right.
suited. Yeah. So we figure all that out. That was, I totally forgot.
So we do find out that Peter does retain the
Yes,
powers that he absorbs.
based off of feelings.
Yeah, that's how I think that's how he learns to control them.
Right. So yeah, we found out that he saved himself he couldn't fly, but he saved himself from dying because he thought about Claire.
So why do you think he has to think about the healing part or the regenerative ability? It seems to be pretty automatic for Claire, right?
Yeah, I think at least for now, this might change, and they kind of hint this in coming up when we go. Because we left off with Hero and Ando end up in the future,
Right.
so this is hinted in the future that Peter's got better control over the abilities.
But that's an alternate future.
Alternate future. Well, and you kind of see. Well, no, we don't see it quite yet.
We don't know any of this yet.
Yeah, you don't see it quite yet because we left off with
Peter
getting sliced
open by Sylar. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I think at the beginning here, it's all about figuring it out that it's there, and how do you activate it. And for him, it's remembering how he felt when he saw that person, maybe. But eventually, it becomes second nature.
Okay.
Which, well, no, we do. Never mind.
Something else that we don't know yet?
Well, I mean, okay, so he's exposed to Sylar. He's been exposed to Sylar a couple times, right? So how does he know? Do you think he knows all the extra abilities?
Yeah,
or just the ones he's seen, because he knows Sylar can do telekinesis.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions, was because he's been exposed to Sylar now.
Yeah. And right now,
and really, he was exposed to Sylar twice, because when they met at the high school, they got close enough that he would have been able to absorb Sylar's abilities.
Well, yeah, and he saw the fact that Sylar could. I mean, he got real close because they, jumped off the ledge.
Right.
But he saw that Sylar could do telekinesis.
Right. So, and I think we've seen Peter exhibit telekinesis at some point.
Have we? I mean, I know I have, but that's because I'm a few episodes ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, even in these episodes, didn't he push somebody away? Maybe not.
Maybe. I don't know.
I can't remember now.
I know he pushes Sylar away during the fight that's going to happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, you figure that. But my question was, does he absorb all of the abilities that Sylar has absorbed, or is it just Sylar's native ability?
Well, see, Sylar's native ability isn't telekinesis.
Right.
It's understanding how things work.
Right. So apparently he's going to be able to absorb all of the abilities that Sylar has stolen as well, which means he's going to be, which means he should have super hearing now. He should have telekinesis. He's already got the regenerative ability, but never mind. That's later. Sylar doesn't. What else? The cryokinesis.
Hands. Yeah. Cold. Melting pot.
Oh yeah, whatever the fuck that power is.
Liquefaction.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. So yeah,
and eidetic memory.
Oh, that's right, because he took out
Charlie's. Yeah,
Charlie. Yeah, yeah. So so that is a small quibble that I have. Right. So Charlie has eidetic memory, right? With basically photographic memory, right?
Yep.
And what that is?
Yep.
So Sylar sees a list of people, right?
Right. He should be able to recall it.
He should be able to recall it. Now, the only thing I can think of is it's just a list of names, not necessarily addresses.
Right.
So he still has he's still got that issue.
He still has to search them or
Find
hunt them down.
Yeah. So that was the only, that was one of those things that I had is like, he was so fixated on that list, but he looked at the list, so he should be fine. Walk away.
I've got another quabble.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the Haitian.
You're wrong.
Okay, good. Glad we got that cleared up.
Done. Taken care of.
So the Haitian, one of the abilities, he's got two abilities, right? He's got the ability to nullify other powers, and he's got the ability to wipe memories.
To take memories out. Yeah. So it looks like that is.
But they're kind of walking back the suppress powers thing because he didn't suppress what's his face's power, Sprague's power.
That's true, unless it just got unless it got too hot. Maybe. Well, okay. So he's
able to do that at a pretty good range,
right? But what I'm saying is, so he couldn't fully suppress Parkman's ability. Parkman was able to glean the word Siler off of them.
That's because they wanted him to. They wanted him to jump the gun and raid the place so that they could discredit it. Yeah.
Okay. I thought.
Because before, whenever Parkman tried to use his ability, all he got was static.
That's true. So Wikipedia Whole of All Knowledge says he has the ability to erase people's memories as well as suppress the abilities of others around him within a certain radius.
Right. But that radius is pretty large because they were out in that car quite a distance away, and he was suppressing his ability enough to just let Siler leak in that one time.
Yeah.
And when he was talking to Bennett in Primatech that one time, questioning Bennett, they were questioning Bennett, or no, were they in the FBI office or the police station?
They were at the police station, and
they were at the police station
right around the corner.
Yeah, and he was down the hall a little ways.
It was only like a couple rooms, really, it looked like.
Well, that's still quite a bit of distance.
Maybe.
It could have been like right on the outside of the house suppressing Sprague's abilities.
Unless it's only so much, right? And, and then it gets overwhelmed. Maybe the fact that he was going critical.
But he hadn't gone critical at that point.
Well, he was. Yeah, he was because he told.
No. This is when he first got Claire and her mom out. He hadn't started going critical at that point.
He hadn't?
No.
Oh, that's right. It was the boss shot him.
Right.
And that's when it happened. Okay.
Right.
I don't know. Inconsistency?
Yeah.
They wanted
plot
drama.
Convenience. Yeah.
Yes. They wanted drama.
Plot convenience.
Yeah.
So that's one of the quabbles that I have is first, he's got two abilities and nobody else natively has two abilities, right?
Maybe combination of some abilities, which gives him two abilities.
Who?
So, we haven't seen it yet. Parkman's got telepathy. He can read people's minds, and eventually he can mind control.
Well, that's still just the flip coin to telepathy. I mean, that's
okay. Yeah,
in and out instead of just in. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I guess that's true. Other than Petrelli,
Yeah, but
you know,
Peter's power is absorbing other powers.
is mimicking powers. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody else has multiple powers.
Yeah. I guess not. Not yet, at least. That
Right.
we've seen.
Right. Nobody else has multiple powers natively. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So what happened to Wi-Fi Girl? She's in for like, a hot 10 minutes and then she's gone.
Not even 10 minutes. It was like the intro of, hey, you need to go,
Yeah, that was
here's-
probably a good 10 minutes worth of screen time between the scenes that she was in.
Yeah, you need to go here, get the gun. I don't know. I mean, we do see her in the future for another hot 10 minutes. Who's that? Stanya Katic?
Sure.
Beckett. Detective Beckett from Castle.
Oh, is that who that is?
That is. Yeah, you didn't recognize her?
No, I didn't. I didn't
Yeah.
really watch Castle, so.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah,
No.
that's Detective Beckett from Castle. Stana. Oh man, I don't know her last name.
We believe you.
Yeah. Kate Beckett, Stanya Katic. Yeah. Stana Katic.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe you.
You do? Do you believe me?
I do.
Okay, great. She's a Canadian actress,
Canadian.
not British. Despite what I might say.
I don't know. I don't believe that she's Canadian now either. She was
Well,
probably born in Oregon too.
No, she was.
Oregon is a state in the United States. It's not like a foreign country, right?
Might as well be. She's Canadian American, so there still is that possibility. No, she was born in Ontario, according to Wikipedia. But she did move to Illinois eventually. So,
On purpose?
yeah, with the family.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, no, that was her in that. I had to double check because I was like, dude, no way, and then yeah, it was. So,
And I guess FBI lady's just gone now.
yeah, well, Parkman's done with the FBI, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, doesn't he start working for the company?
see, I thought that too, and I thought that was happening in this season. It doesn't. I think it's season 2.
Okay. I may be getting those two conflated as well. Like I said, I don't remember a lot of the stuff that's happening this season. It kind of rings a bell, but man, it's been a long time.
Right. And there was just so many. There were so many side things going on.
Yeah,
in
there's a ton going on with this.
right. And it's not. I mean, it is all kind of sort of heading towards the same event. The explosion of somebody,
Right.
whether it's Peter, Siler, or Ted. We don't. At this point, we don't know for sure who it is.
Right.
Because Peter thinks it's him. Ted thinks that he might lose control, and Siler, does he know yet? No, he doesn't technically know yet, but at one point, Siler's going to think it's him. So we don't know who it is. But it is sort of all coming together, and I don't remember if in season 2 if it's as disjointed as this. I know there's side stories happening.
Season 2, I think, is just because the time travel aspect of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a little bit in there because of Hiro going to feudal Japan. Finally, despite what our Ghost Rider is doing right now, he eventually gets there in season 2. Yeah, our Ghost Rider keeps insisting that Hiro is trapped in feudal Japan. Like episode 2, he was trapped in feudal Japan.
Well, I was thinking that he had traveled to feudal Japan in season 1, but I guess it is season 2.
Okay, he does for a hot second. He will
maybe
for
maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure, but
he will for a hot second. There's a scene where he's trying to jump back or whatever, and he ends up in feudal Japan, and I'm like, oh, okay, well then it happens, and then he ends up getting himself out. Wasn't that did happen already? Because it wasn't that when he was trying to get back to Charlie or whatever, and then he jumped too far.
No, he jumped too far forward, or he jumped whenever she kissed him.
Right. Oh, no, that's right. He jumped back to the present. That's right. But there is another scene where he ended up in feudal Japan for a hot second. Probably because of thinking about the sword.
Probably. Yeah, he's got this weird fetish about that damn sword.
Right. Right.
I still don't like the whole Nikki Jessica storyline. I could really do without that. The whole, oh, I'm crazy, put me in jail, and she's in jail and beats up the guards, and then she gets stuck in a psychiatric ward and almost kills her, or actually does kill her psychiatrist, and then she just gets out.
Well, thanks to Linderman.
Right, thanks to Linderman, yeah. So apparently Jessica took over, called Linderman, and promised to be his assassin if he'd get her out. Yeah, that whole thing was just wasteful.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really don't, I mean, really the only payoff, the only reason why I think she's there is for a payoff later in the season.
This better be one hell of a payoff.
It's
like,
not.
I want to see boobs kind of payoff.
You don't.
Yeah, I know, because this aired on NBC.
Well, maybe some side boob. No, there's some sort of, there's a, she's only there for a payoff to happen later on. And even then it's like, okay, whatever. Ooh, the company's bad.
And if I remember correctly, she's in subsequent seasons too. So we're not getting rid of her.
We don't get rid of her. In fact, well, we do get rid of the Nikki Jessica character at some point. But then there's a triplet. And so Allie Larder plays another character.
Oh, Jesus.
Another sister. Yeah. Yeah. I only know that because I was looking stuff up as far as like characters. And it's in Wikipedia.
Ugh. I'm not looking forward to that. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't remember her like returning or whatever, or being a different character altogether. That was part of season 4.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we got to watch her till season 4?
Maybe.
Oh God.
Maybe. I mean,
now was her kid?
Oh no, sorry. Season 4. Yeah. She plays Nikki Sanders for season 1 and 2, and then her twin for season 3 and 4. Her triplet.
Oh, so it's not just another personality; it's an actual other person.
Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah.
She gonna have the exact same ability? I mean, she should.
I don't know.
If she's an identical twin.
It doesn't
triplet.
Oh, no. Tracy has cryokinesis.
Okay, that's not how genetics work.
Well, I mean, genetics are not being consistent here. You've got somebody with enhanced strength / crazy who gets it on with a dude that can phase through walls, and their son has technopathy.
Okay, that would be fine because his genetics is going to be a combination of both hers and his father's. So Micah's genetics is going to be a combination of Nikki's and I can't remember that dude's name. DL's. So that's fine if he's got a slightly different or some sort of different power. but Nikki's and her identical triplet sister would have identical genetics. And so they should, if this is a genetic based power, have the exact same power.
Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, because later on, remember they make a serum or whatever, because Mohinder ends up with powers later on.
Oh, so they make like some compound V?
Yes, yeah. Except I think it's green instead of blue. But yeah, because see, that was the thing I was thinking. I was like, because I remembered Mohinder. Mohinder had strength, I believe. Yes, strength.
Oh, so he's the new Nikki.
He's the new Nikki. Apparently, he had strength, and I remembered that part of his character. And then when I'm watching this, I'm going, well, what the hell? I thought he had powers too. Apparently, there is a gene altering formula that he creates. So he compound V's himself up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like Nikki or the Nikki storyline.
I hope Nikki becomes less of a wet blanket after this season.
I don't even like Jessica's character. I think I don't know. I don't like the whole storyline. It's boring. It's kind of derivative. I don't see the need to spend that much time on it. Now, if I remember correctly, Micah shows back up in Heroes Reborn, right?
I never watched Reborn.
Oh, did you not?
I did not. Are we going to do that one as well?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, come on.
No, I got through like 5 episodes of Reborn and I was done.
Yes, he is a recurring character in, he's got a recurring role in Heroes Reborn. He's only around for season 1 and 2, special guest star season 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking at the cast breakdown here. They've got a whole like appearance thing. Kind of helpful.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So Sylar is still
A dickhead.
Yeah, still a dickhead, still collecting skulls. Suresh figures out that Sylar is not Zane Taylor and drugs him, puts him on a drip to suppress his powers. But I guess it's not suppressive enough.
Yeah,
I kind of wondered how Sylar got out of that, other than just, plot convenience.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So say he could have like moved it with his nose.
Well, but he couldn't reach it with his nose.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Plot convenience.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy that. I thought that you could have taken the spinal tap after you shot him in the head. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you didn't really need him anyway. Yet,
right.
Yeah. Well, he's got to potentially blow up next week.
Potentially blow up next week.
Or next time. Yeah. Yeah. He might be with the exploding dude because, he wants Ted's powers.
How's he going to get Ted's powers? Ted's in like Texas.
Look, I've watched ahead. He ends up in New York with everybody
Of course
else.
He does.
Yeah.
Of course he does. How does he was in Texas on strapped to a fucking bed. I don't remember him going to New York. How the fuck does he get to New York?
Well, I mean,
I guess we'll find out next episode.
Well, he's at who? Ted?
Yeah.
Or Sylar?
Ted.
Ted's already out.
No, he's not. He's strapped to a fucking bed.
Oh, that's right.
In Primatech.
That's right, because he blew up. That's right. Okay. Or no, he got drugged. Almost blew up.
Yeah.
That's right. He's not out yet.
Okay. All right.
Spoiler. I really shouldn't watch that far ahead.
You really shouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I can't watch 6 episodes in 2 days.
It's not 2 days.
Oh, 4 days. Well, I mean, I'm busy Friday. I have to play video games with you.
Sure.
Yeah. No final thoughts. Basically said most of what I thought. You know, it's moving. The pace is quickening, which is good. And knowing from experience, they basically keep it chugging along.
Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine having your memory fucked up so much that it gave you a brain bleed?
Oh my God. Seriously? Yeah. That's ridiculous. That is, which, how many times do you think she's been?
Oh my God, it had to have been
White.
dozens. Had to have been dozens. I mean, it's been at least half a dozen in just this episode or this season alone. So
Right.
far, we're not even done yet.
Right?
Of course, I guess we are because the Haitian's on the run.
Right. Yep. Haitians,
But it's funny
Haitians
because
out of
we're going to
picture
find out
mostly.
later that Matriarch Petrelli is part of the company.
Mhm.
It's funny that he's running from the company straight into the hands of the company.
So I think she is. I think she's not part of the company. I think she has pulled out of the company. I think.
If I remember correctly, she was basically the one behind the scenes pulling strings.
Yeah, well, we don't know that for sure yet. We haven't watched that season.
True. All right, you got a haiku for us this week?
Yep. Our heroes' haikus suck.
Your
But, you know.
heroes' haikus suck.
Yeah. The title of this one is Heroes Episode 3. Because I didn't do a haiku for Episode 2 because that was my show. So, Heroes Episode 3. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Classic Vegas heist. Hero Ando in shootout. Back to the Future.
Okay.
I told you they weren't that great. I'll try harder next time.
Please do.
I mean,
Look, I don't want to hear your excuses.
I mean, I don't get a
you
limerick
come
out of
to
you.
me with C- work, then
I
you
get
come
no
to me
work
with C-
from you.
work. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah. There once was a podcaster named Jason.
All right, you got awards this week?
Yes.
All right. Who's got your black lung?
Dude, I'm giving it to Claire. She got her shit nuked.
That's true.
She was crispy Claire. Oh, and I did want to mention that was good CGI.
That was good CGI. It did look good. It was very
Prosthetics or
brief,
whatever.
but
that
yeah.
was good. That still held up.
Yeah. It was
It
very
was
reminiscent of X-Men Final Stand or X-Men Last Stand.
Yeah. Significantly better than the rib cage.
Yes. God, yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. So that was good practical effects or good effects, because I'm sure some of it was practical, some of it was CG. I don't think we're at the point then of 100% CGI. Do you think?
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, especially not in a TV show.
I think there was a lot of CGI in that scene. I mean, especially whenever they're showing his bones through his skin whenever he's lighting up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it was totally 100% CGI. So mine, I was on the fence of giving it to Claire because she did get toasted, or giving it to Sprague himself because he was basically toasting himself.
Is he toasting himself though?
He was turning ashy. Yeah.
Was he? Okay. Good.
Yeah,
I mean, but
he looked burned.
Okay.
Or maybe that was just, all the ash around him landing on him. I don't know, but
I think it was that.
okay. I'll give it to Claire. She was definitely the one that got burned. Now, Bennett and Parkman were exposed to Ted when he was, going nuclear, do you think that they just got humongous doses of radiation? They never really address that, do they?
They don't.
I mean, everybody in that area would have been just dosed with radiation.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, was it hot? Or, I mean, was it radioactive, or was he just giving off intense heat and hadn't quite gone radioactive yet?
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on how he was emanating that heat.
And the reason why I say this, and we'll see it later, but it's a good question to think about, is later he does an EMP. He is told to burn bright, don't burn hot.
Oh, okay.
So it makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder, is he really radioactive, or is it just, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'm not clear on what his actual power is then. I thought he was able to kind of emit radiation. Right,
but then he can do like fusion balls or whatever, Well,
I mean, fusion is a product of smashing atoms together, which causes radiation,
Okay, so he has the ability to generate and manipulate radiation.
Okay, so he manipulates it as well. So is it all forms of radiation?
It just says
or nuclear radiation?
No, it just says radiation and just says radiation. It doesn't say it doesn't say if it's just nuclear, I mean, he did kill his wife
nuclear.
Or whatever. He did kill his wife with radiation poisoning, but he didn't, we know that, but that was before he knew how to control himself, I guess.
Right. All right, well, who's got your head lush?
I'm going to give it to Nikki or Jessica or
Nikika or Jesse?
Jesse or Jackie? Nessica. Khaleesi. Yeah, I'm going to give it to her.
What for? I don't remember her really drinking.
I'm going to give it to her for her I don't know. Am I thinking of other stuff? I'm probably thinking of other stuff. You know what? Screw it. I'm giving it to Ando.
To Ando?
Wasn't he drinking in Vegas?
I'm trying to think. Was he?
I seem to.
I mean, pretty much the time, the minute they got into Vegas, they found the.
That's true.
They found the call girl and
all right,
they hooked up with her.
Richard Dawson.
Okay, honorary Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think who I want to say that Nathan was drinking a couple times, so I think I'm going to give mine to Nathan.
Okay, sure. Guess as good as mine.
All right, what about
writing these down?
Yeah.
What did I watch?
What about a player?
Oh, player. I am going to give to Ando and or Hope. Depends on which direction you want to go, but Ando was trying to get it.
Ando didn't play anybody. Hope played Ando.
And Hope played Ando, but Ando was hoping to get a little bit of player's got to play action, But,
okay.
I'm going to give it to that whole dynamic there.
Okay. I'm going to give mine to Illusion Girl because she played Bennett like a fiddle. I mean, she played Bennett's wife to a T. He had no idea that was not his wife.
Yeah.
And she basically caught him red-handed, going against company wishes. And now he is proper fucked.
Proper. Yeah. That's
All right.
true.
Purple Hippo.
Purple Hippo. Let's see here. Let me do a quick, whoops, too far. Do a quick little thing here to see what happened in these episodes other than going to feudal Japan. Because we know that didn't happen. Purple Hippo, you could give it to Nikki / Jessica for Looney Bin, but that kind of is her shtick. That's her whole thing. So, I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to what's his face, Mohinder Suresh, just because he's been working with this dude for working with Siler for what it looks like a few days or at least a week or so. Finds out who he really is and just kind of thinks he's smart enough to take the guy on.
Well, he probably is smart enough. He just should have shot him in the head when he had the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could give it to Claire's mom.
That's who I'm giving it to.
Yeah. I totally forgot about Claire's mom.
Claire's mom
she
has
was on a loony bin,
right? She had been memory wiped so many times.
Oh my God.
That she had lapses of memory about everything. She didn't even know who her fucking family was at some points.
Right.
And then she, collapses due to a brain. Yeah, she's getting my Purple Hippo.
I like it. Yeah. One totally just, I was reading over here. I was like, memory wipe. Oh, geez, Claire's mom.
Yeah,
Patient.
Claire's mom. Yeah,
Damn,
Claire's mom's getting
one.
mine.
Yeah. I'm going to start writing them down as I go. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's got it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to be covering the last 6 episodes of season 1. So that's episodes 19 through 23.
It's only 5 episodes.
Okay, 5 episodes, 19 through 23.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll be finishing up season 1 on the next episode. Hope you join us.
Yes.
And then it's on to season 2.
Oh, can hardly wait.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all for this episode. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix by Machette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord. Or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon. And make sure to visit Gonna Geek for more great shows at GonnaGeek.com. For this week, I'm Jason.
I'm Rob.
And we'll see you next episode.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.